my god, she's so useless. Oh my god, like, did you hear her in a meeting? Like, oh, she's horrible. Hey guys, my name is Batli Dlamini and welcome to my channel. If you're new to the channel, you're so very welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Batli has a channel. Let's get into this episode. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys some of the considerations that I make when applying for a job. I must note that this has developed over a couple of years. I've had to experience certain things that make me think this is what I would appreciate from an employer. So I just wanted to share these with you, and I hope that some of them resonate with you. Let me know in the comment section which one stands out for you. What do you consider as important when you're applying for a job? So let's get into this conversation. So the first one that I consider is psychological safety, and I'm just going to read a definition of what psychological safety is for those who are not familiar with the concept. It's really something I consider when I'm applying, but also after joining, is it something that I feel in the environment? So according to Google, psychological safety is a shared belief within a group that is safe to express opinions, ask questions, admit mistakes, and take interpersonal risks without the fear of negative consequences, allowing individuals to feel comfortable sharing ideas and concerns. Obviously, when you're applying for a job, this is not something that you can identify when you're applying. You only find that out once you've started working, but it is something that you need to be sensitive towards and really open your eyes, ask the questions, check how people interact with each other. And during meetings, are people comfortable to speak? What are the vibes? It like also speaks to the vibes of the organization. But what's important about psychological safety, that it's a two-way street, because the employer, your leaders, your managers, your line managers, your team leaders have the responsibility of creating an environment that feels safe for everybody to express themselves. We all individuals, we all have different ways of working, we all have different ways of being productive. So it's important for our leaders to be sensitive towards that and know how to manage it. That's why people management is a thing. Just because you know the job doesn't mean you can manage people. So it's also that sense leaders need to be aware of, but also from an employee perspective, it's also your responsibility to open up, because people could create the environment, but if you're not saying anything, then it won't feel like it's safe, because the leaders keep asking, share with us, tell us, what do we need to do? You have to be in a position to also be willing to open up and share how you feel, share your opinions, share ideas, without the fear of feeling like it's just going to be crushed, or you're going to be told that, oh my god, she's so useless. Oh my god, like, did you hear her in a meeting? Like, oh, she's horrible. So it really is important for me to feel safe in an organization. It's important for me to know where to go to open up, and also know that when I do open up, that information is not going to be disseminated and shared with other people, and then it becomes office gossip. So it's really important to be aware of that, and it's something that I really do take seriously. Second thing that's really important for me is studies. So does the organization have a good learning and development department or learning development program? Do they pay for studies? Studies are not cheap. I think they're increasing every single year, so it also is important for the organization to do benchmarks and really understand, 5 years ago a course might have costed 50,000 Rand. In 2025 maybe it's now 70. So do they adjust? Do they align to the trends in the market? I think for me it's really important to have an organization that prioritizes learning and development, personal development. In terms of formal education, it's really important for me, but also personal development opportunities, all of that is supported. So it is something that I think about. Maybe it's something that you also think about. Let me know in the comment section if you really care about an organization paying for your studies. Other people might not see that as a need, but it does help to have some of your tuition subsidized or a bursary, that it's not heavy on your shoulders as well. Another thing that's really important with this is understanding the policy around the bursary process. You need to understand how long you need to serve in order to pay off the money that the organization has spent on your education. So some people have found themselves in situations where they've applied for, I don't know, the most expensive thing is an MBA, and they go and study the MBA and then they resign 6 months later and they're like, sorry, we're gonna have to have our money back, we're gonna have to get our money back, pay back the money because we've paid for your studies and we want to benefit from that investment, return on investment. So it's important to understand those policies, understand how long you need to repay in terms of your service, but also if you do leave, maybe negotiate that with your next employer to say, please pay for this because I'm going to be owing them. So it's something to really think about. Since we are post-pandemic, other things that I look into is a work from home policy. I know in my previous video I'd said, work from home, sometimes you feel like you're more strained because you work more when you are at home, but I do value the work-life balance that comes with working from home. I feel like you do have a bit more autonomy over your time. Obviously you need to serve all your hours that you are being paid for, but being able to be a bit more flexible, it really is important for me. So I don't think I would go back to a company that is fully at the office like 5 days a week. I think I would perish. Work from home policies are important for me. At least some days at home, some days at the office. It really is good to have that balance. So that is something that I really do consider and think about when I'm applying. The next one is career progression. So we all have different ambitions when it comes to work. Other people want to see themselves in the C-suite. Other people want to see themselves being managers. Other people just want to be individual contributors and don't have the ambition of managing people one day. So it's really important to understand what your career vision is and communicate that to your managers, to HR, and also see if the organization is supporting your dreams and are willing to help you get to where you want to be. So in terms of succession planning, in terms of career development, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, what role do you want to occupy? What do you want to do on a day-to-day basis? I really do think it's important to have an organization that is open about those things, takes initiative in encouraging people to have those conversations for themselves. I personally am not a fan of admin, and part of having a job is that you need to plan these things for yourself. Have a bit of foresight in terms of what studies do you want to do in order to get you to those positions, what workshops, what networking, what mentorship programs you can do to get yourself there. So there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of initiative also that you need to take for yourself. It is your career, it's not your manager's career, so you also need to take the initiative to start those conversations, to ask for that support, to ask for that help. Organizations that reciprocate that energy are really, really good. The last one that I really do consider as being really important is wellness or / engagement. So engagement, I mean not necessarily you feeling engaged with your work, but it's what does the organization do to keep us, engaged and active and participating in different things. There's wellness programs like companies sign up for JP Morgan, events that are run. I think personally, I enjoy those things. It gives me something else to look forward to other than sitting at my desk and doing work. I really do appreciate those opportunities to go to events. Those who do watch my vlogs, you see that a lot of events that I attend and I want to attend more. There's a lot of events that I attend and those are the things that I enjoy. Outside of work, what is the organization doing to create a fun environment at work, to keep us engaged, to keep us interacting with each other, and also creating champions, like people who live the brand and people who want to be involved, to share good things about the organization. So those are things that I get excited about. I really do get excited about them. If there's an event at the office, I'm definitely gonna try to be there and be involved and get the freebies, take the pictures, take the content. It's exciting. And I think since, content creation is quite big, you have your corporate girly content, so that is something that I really do look forward to. Those are the things that I consider and look at when I'm applying, but also once I'm in the organization, especially from a retention perspective. How are you keeping me excited to be here? Romance must not end at signing the contract. You must continue to romance me. So I really hope that some of them resonated with you. Please let me know in the comment section what it is that you guys look at when you are applying for an organization, when looking at a certain company, things that you look forward to, things that you check in your checklist of the best employer. Do let me know in the comment section. I look forward to engaging with you guys and reading your comments. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next episode.